Testing. All right, guys. How we doing? Live. Right. We go. So, not looking too hot, I gotta say. Bitcoin. Here we go. All right. So, last night, I bought the dip aggressively, I'm sure. But anyways, it bounced. I got out. Not sure how I feel about that, but I think I'm going to go back to trading small size again. That was a little too much. Um. Anyways, I did get out though, and I sold. I think I sold 66K or something like that, which turned out to be close enough to the top for me to feel pretty good. I got out at this level here. So, anyways, since then, I remember I got into bed. Uh, I think I hedged somewhere over here. I got into bed here, right? And then this candle happened. I don't know if you guys remember this, but this was when Binance US hit zero. And yeah, or it hit 10. What did it hit? Zero. Hit 10. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. 82, 8.2K. Yeah. That it's like absolutely insane. Um, Look at that. Look at that. Ridiculous. Yeah, I like making fun of Binance. Don't worry, FTX was pretty bad too, though. FTX like orders not going through. I'm kind of just like disappointed across the board. Pretty, yeah. Anyways, but enough of that. Um, yeah, we're already rejecting hard again here. This was looking okay for a second, but now we're back down to it. I mean, I think we get back to 61.7 at least, honestly. Over here, I think BitMEX went lower than most exchanges did. If you look at, yeah, no, it's like the same, I guess. Yeah, all kind of the same. So, anyways, I would expect this to probably go back down and test the lows at least. I might punt along if we get down there. Um, Actually, I will punt along, but only if I can get a good entry. I'll take this trade. Take something like that. Do we think we reach 61? I think it's fairly likely. Um, I'll take this trade just because I think it's pretty good risk reward, and I think we'll get a reaction off this level. But I think that it's very possible that we do. At this point, it seems like I think kind of looks pretty pathetic. So if you consider the fact that we broke all-time highs for like just a couple of hours and then instantly reversed and have never managed to even remotely. I mean, we got back up there, but this was weird last night. This wasn't like normal price action. There was Bitfinex shenanigans going on at the bottom. Me and Lat were watching the Bitfinex book on Trading Light, and like they were absolutely just playing. It's tons of wash trading. Um, what they did is they had a bunch. Let me see. Oh, let me pull it up actually because it's just too good, too ridiculous. Here we go. This. See if I can pull this up. Total scam. I'm telling you. This is like this is crypto. I can find what was going on here. Guess I don't know if the levels are still there. Like I don't know if you can still see them. No blender time right now. The levels are not showing up for me anymore. Not sure why. Anyways, yeah, so the Bitfinex guys had they had bids they had bids like layered right here, right? I guess they're not showing up because they got filled, I guess. Anyways, what happened is got down to like 64 3, 64 4, right? And then instantly the Bitfinex whale just started smashing sell and pushed us straight down into his bids, and then we instantly popped back up. Absolutely garbage. Anyways, then we ran the highs, but it was no, we didn't run the highs. Then we sort of bounced, but it was pretty lackluster. I mean, for a moment it looked pretty good, but then it just totally reversed. And then this candle happened. This was the this was the candle that dipped in like I think it was like a minute or whatever. This was the Binance one that got fucked. So if you look actually on like I don't know 1 minute chart, you can see it instantly. Look at that. It was just this guy right here, literally one event, basically one order, mashed through there. So, anyways, yeah, I would say that I got off lucky. I'm gonna go back to filling small size again, and unless there's a good trade, but I think that my trade last night was good. I had confidence, but it was still too size. Um, but yeah, so what's happening now? I think the fact that we have such a weak reaction after taking out the highs is really quite telling for what is possible. I'm not. So I think someone asked if I'm hedged. I closed my hedge. I did hedge last night before I went to bed. I mentioned it in chat. I closed my hedge at like 63. So I closed it. We're already lower than where I closed actually. But I do have puts. I bought puts last night that expired today. I bought 1 day out expiring puts with a strike of 62K. So basically, my plan is um, if we nuke, right, like in the next whatever 8 hours, then I'm basically hedged. If we don't nuke in the next 8 hours, I'll reevaluate when my puts expire and decide what I want to do. Um, I could roll them for another day if I wanted to. Um, I think I got them for 240 per contract, so per Bitcoin of hedge exposure at the time, but that's because I bought them up here. I bought them at like 66, 65. So at the time, I think they cost so 240, $240 per Bitcoin per contract on FTX, which is at the time was okay. Um, so I'm gonna see what happens when they expire and decide what I want to do. So for now, yeah, I'm basically hedged because of those puts. If we dip below 62K, then they'll start paying. Um, I am not. So yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna take that trade. I'll take this long. There you go. I'll take this long if I get it. I think it's good enough. Um, until then, I'm not really sure what else to trade, to be honest. I mean, wow, the S&P is taken off right now too. Check this out. Um, sure, yeah. No, not taken off, but yeah. Um, yeah, I guess it's about to close. That's why. So, anyways, yeah, this is pretty bad. It does not look good. So, anyways, I'll take this long if I get it. On the short side, I will look for. I don't know. I mean, what do you have? You have this level here, right? You've got like something around here you could take. I would look maybe to if we run these highs again, I might try and get short. So I would consider a short based on the context. Like up here. It's hard to define your risk well though, because we could pump all the way up to here again, you know? Is that all-time high on S&P? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, nice catch. Well, that doesn't help us right now, clearly. Clearly, Bitcoin doesn't give a fuck, fortunately. Okay, so yeah, I might take this, but depends on the context. I'll see. The other thing, I think that if we get back up to like 64.8, that might be a good place to look for a short. But then again, also if we get too high, then it's going to start looking bullish again. You know what I mean? So, am I going to buy from the? Yeah, yeah, I think I am going to withdraw. I've already withdrawn twice since I started trading again after my break. Or no, I've already withdrawn once. So, basically doubled the Bybit account now over the last couple of weeks, which, given all things considered, I think I'm very happy with. Yeah, so I mean that's kind of it. I'm gonna look for this long. I've got my puts. Um, a lot of alts, no, most alts don't look that good. Yeah, FTT has been all over the place since the pump. I pretty crunchy. Like, look at this. It's like the crunchiest price action I've seen. So FTT always does this shit. FTT will get it to like it's just this great god candle, and then it just like dicks around or rolls over afterwards. A lot of this is a lot of this has to do with the fact that the rest of the market sort of started dipping. Like I can see I can imagine that this could have been a breakout if it wasn't for the fact that the rest of the market hit the bed, but still FTT is just the greatest cuck. But I still think it's going up. I'm a community member. Okay. Anyways, I'm not in any levered positions on anything right now. My swings are closed. All of my alts are closed. I had a Solana, FTT, and ETH. I closed all of them. I closed all of them before we nuked, actually, somehow. That was just pure luck. Literally, I just wanted to go to sleep. I closed. Complete luck. There's no, I didn't have any, like, I mean, yeah. So, but I'll take it. Sometimes you just need luck. Um, so I do have spot Bitcoin, spot FTT. That's it. I have my puts. I will buy. I'm going to take this long if I get it. And I will consider shorts based on how well I can define the risk at the time of the trade. That's my plan. Any questions? Cool. All right, guys. I have a ton of teal streets. Yeah, I was very bullish yesterday, and I'm very disappointed today. I will admit that my like higher time frame bias tends to not be that great. It's probably something I need to work on. So, unfortunately, that is the nature of the game. I did not expect this at all, but it is what it is. I mean, I expected us to continue up towards 70. When we didn't, and we got back down to the origin of the impulse here, basically, or close to it. We got down to here, and we bounced. This bounce was really weird. So I closed everything, and then we just totally fucked everything. So that's basically, at this point, I'm not looking to like get into a leverage short down here for sure. You don't have to short the dip, but but I'm definitely cautious. Leverage is still take out open interest. Why don't we? Why I don't we? So I think we took out some, but it's not nothing to write home about compared to how much leverage is still in the system. What's funding right now? Not terrible, but kind of how funding's always been. So anyways, funding, yeah, funding's not good. I think ByBT's site shows all the exchanges. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Still a lot of leverage. This is like, yes, it's a little bit of a white, but it's nothing serious. Um, did Binance, did Coinem funding decrease? Okay, that's good to know. I don't have it up right now, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do think you can justify a long, but try and get a good entry. That's basically, I think, the only way you can justify it. Don't jump in the middle of chop. So yeah, sure, go for a long if you can get a good entry. Um, Otherwise, don't. Is this the Binance one? What is? I don't know. That link doesn't work for me. Okay. All right. I've got a ton of Teal Street stuff I want to catch up on because I didn't get any coding done yesterday because of Gen trading. So on that note, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm looking to bid here. Uh, if we lose this level, I might just let it do its thing, honestly, because I have made the mistake many times of trying. So here's how this stuff usually goes. It's like you bid, you place bids or whatever, and you're gonna try and buy the dip. And then the first level breaks. You try and buy again, and then it starts to break more. There's a point where it'll start to really accelerate, and you need to stop trying to buy, right? And so my plan is probably to try and buy this, maybe try and buy 60. And at that point, I think I'm gonna just wait. I'll let it do its thing because you never know. I'm just not in the mood. I'd rather just wait it out. You can almost, not almost always, but you very often get in after the bounce with much more conviction and defined risk than trying to get in when it's falling. And especially when we've got this pent up energy right now that needs to be released. There's lots of tension and all the leverage and everything. And so I think given how much leverage is still in the system, given the premium that futures have been trading at, given how little spot has been pushing the market up, given the poor reaction off of these new highs we made, all-time highs, I think there's a very good case to be made to not really try and catch too much of this dip if it keeps dipping, and just let it do its thing, and there will be most likely a chance um, get in on a bounce. Why did I thing? So one thing is I did think it was a good trade. Another thing is it was partly a gamble. I mean, there's probably no other way around it. Another thing is though, I mean, obviously I had it's the trading account itself is a tool to trade. I did think it was a good trade. Um, was it worth that much size? Probably not. Would I buy spot here? Um, well, okay. The one thing is, I would like to point out, I was not going to get liquidated on that. So, but yeah, would I buy spot here? Probably not. I would wait. Yeah, it was mostly a gamble. I don't know. Can't really justify it to be honest. I think it was a good trade. I think it was a good trade. I think I oversized the trade though, substantially. I didn't make the prediction. You you guys did it. Would I buy spot here? Can I show the trade? I think you can go back and watch the whole thing. Oh, I just went ham and bought the dip one huge size. I bought I bought 64 what 64.7 maybe. I bought this here. I got in here for like 2.7 mil. Um, at what level would you buy spot? Yeah, so I think you could put stink bids on spot. Um, I don't know. You could layer stink bids throughout the low. I think there's a very, very real chance that we'll visit the mid 50Ks at some point in the near future, in the next couple weeks. So if you really want to play it smart and you're patient, I think the best place to look to get into everything would be in probably in this range in here. So like in this area, somewhere in here, between like 54 and 57. That is I would be very surprised if we never visit that again. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and or move all your money to Binance US and set it at 10K. That's just put all of your spot bids on Binance US and then yeah, easy. Oh, what a fucking joke. No, but seriously, yeah. So I don't know, 54 to 57. I'd be surprised if we don't hit that. Yeah. Yeah, Kraken, Binance, Bitstamp, those are especially those they're spot markets. You've got money that you just want to like park there with bids. That's the place to do it. Yeah, yeah, no, I have no plans to. Okay. All right, guys. That's it. I'm gonna get to work on Teal Street. Peace.